All right. Good evening, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network. Today is April 25, 2025. What a week. So market just carved up nicely this week. S&P 500 weekly chart actually closed above 55.23 on a weekly basis. This is absolutely bullish structure, and we will take it as a good bullish momentum. So right now market just form another higher low and higher high on a weekly basis, which is perfectly bullish. We are above this 52.71 and we go above, actually we went above a 55.23. So this is all bullish and we will take it for a good momentum for the market. So right now, the major resistance is going to be 55.98. Let's say 5600. So if you want to just make it very, very simple, 5600 is going to be on top of us, which is going to be 75 points to the upside. And also after that, 5676 and 5777. That's those levels are very, very important. This is obviously a supply base, and you see that money is just crashing to the downside after a nice consolidation. So this is a supply area, and we are kind of like getting to this area as a very, very big resistance. So we may see some kind of like a push for another potential week. And next week we will have Amazon, we will have Meta, and also I believe we will have another one as well next week. So it's going to be very, very important week earning wise. So there are lots of volatility in hand. Also, you see that stochastic momentum is showing very nicely bull reversal to the upside for weekly. And also MACD is just sloping higher. IMI already formed the bottom. Oh, sorry, this is RSI. RMI is forming the bottom already, and RSI is getting back to the upside. If RSI is getting back to 50%, that would be kind of like a very nice scenario for bulls. However, I would say even next week, if next week we will have positive momentum, then we should see some kind of like a pullback. So that pullback comes to the months of May, and I would say we are going to see another potential higher low somewhere around here. So 52.71, there's going to be another test or even higher. So if we stretch higher, the pullback is going to just come to the higher level as well. So still looking for May to have a nice corrective move to the downside. But after May, potentially June-ish, we should see the bottom of the market again. And that would kind of like make ourselves ready for a summer rally and potentially to double test this area, which is going to be a double top at 6150. And after that, I should say we are going to go to brand new all-time high. So all in all, I should say market formed the bottom. I'm not kind of like expecting for another lower low. There is going to be a chance still. There is going to be a chance for a lower low, but chance is going to be less likely. Even if it goes to lower low, it's not going to be a very, very significant one. We're going to see 46 to 4800. That's the level that I'm looking at. This is a nice demand area, and we may go deeper to this demand area, and then that's it. So we're going to just hit the low. So if this is the low for the market, we will take it as like a higher low. But if this is the lower low is not gonna be that a sharp to the downside. I mean, like a significant one. We're gonna potentially just modestly going to the lower low and getting back to the upside. So right now, the plan is we are gonna expecting another potential week, kind of like a doji bar or kind of like a long shadow here, because I see lots of resistance, lots of sellers still sitting there for another potential sell opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. S&P 500 daily chart. So we just got close above this trend line. This is bullish. And we need to see market is just carving out to this supply area. As I said, this is kind of like a bounce and then getting back to the downside. Obviously, we are getting above this gap, which is bullish as well. So we may see some kind of like another push for the next 2-3 days to 58.34. And 5600, as I said, is going to be very, very important level. We may see some kind of like a pullback, back test to this broken level. And that is the kind of like the nature of the market. RSI getting back to above 50%, which is bullish as well. So all in all, I should say we'll give market benefit of doubt for the rally. Nasdaq. So here's the weekly chart for Nasdaq. We got nice reversal to the upside. Nasdaq is the same. So 19,600 to 20,000. That's the level for Nasdaq. Obviously, we are forming higher high, higher low. And also, stochastic momentum is nicely getting back to the bull reversal, which is pretty bullish. So we will give Nasdaq benefit of doubt for the rally. Daily chart already broken up and nicely today, confirming, I would say the next level is going to be 19,700 and 20,000 is coming down the road. So we may see some kind of like a bullish structure to the upside to this level to 19,800. Then there is going to be sellers there as well. So we'll see. Um, Dow Jones, we just got a doji bar, so not kind of like a spicy move. Dow Jones form a higher low, but not higher high. It's kind of like a forming a lower high, but ultimately this is a bullish structure. I like the way that Nasdaq is leading and Dow is lagging. This means market and money is flowing into the high risk or tech names, which is going to be market driven to the upside. So this is kind of like the structure that I'm looking at for Dow, 41,200 to 42,000. That's the level that I'm looking at. And if I want to just go to the daily chart, you see that here's the bullish consolidation. Still, we are below 50% on our side, but very close. So we need to get above this at 41,600. And after that, we should see some kind of like a bullish momentum. Moving on to gold, as I said yesterday, gold is just forming one-day dead cat bounce. Today is coming down, then getting back to the upside. It's forming a bearish consolidation, I would say. The next sharp drop is going to be 3,200, and after that, 3,000 to 3,100. That's the level that I'm looking at for gold. Let's go to the silver. See, silver actually just form another bearish candle today. So as I said, gold and silver is kind of like detaching or kind of like a de-align with each other. So silver is forming a bullish when gold was bearish, and now you're seeing that silver is going down. I think a silver, if silver goes down to this level, still looking for a nice buying formation around here, 25 to 27.50. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to crude. Let me just bring the chart. Here is the crude. Crude is just forming a nice bullish consolidation. This is the pattern that I like to see. Nice bottoming tail here, bullish consolidation. Give it time. $65 needs to be recaptured. If we go above 65, then 70 to 71 is coming down the road. So just be patient with that one. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, nice rally to the upside today. We are getting to this supply area, and also we are top of this candle here. So we may see some kind of like a consolidation, 95, 94,000. But give it time, because Bitcoin, if it consolidates here, it's going to go higher. I believe it's going to go higher as well. Seems like Ethereum is showing a very nice bullish consolidation here. If Ethereum goes above 2,000, that would be a good level, because a 25 to 2,900 down the road is coming, and Ethereum is lagging. I would say a good time for them is coming, but we should be patient, not now. Moving on to bond yield. Bond yield is down today, so market is forming kind of like the lower rate still is coming from Federal Reserve. This tells us that even any rally with bond yield could be kind of like the sell. I would say the weaker dollar is coming. Bond is spiking up today, 88, 89. Inverse correlation with bond yield work today. VIX is down today, 24.84. VIX is going down, and there is no sign of the reversal. However, around 20 to 21, we should see gap fill, and we should see market top. And if market top happens on those days, VIX is getting back to another potential corrective rally. As I said, the next correction for the market is going to be good corrective rally for VIX. Dixie is uptick today, so Dixie is still below 100 level. Even if it go above to 100 to 101 to 102, that's the level that I'm looking at. So after that, we should see some sellers are coming back. Apple, good uptick today, 209. Apple can go to 225 to 220, 235. Amazon nicely recaptured this bullish trend line. Still, we are kind of like in W pattern shape. Next week, we will have earning for Amazon, and I believe that earning is going to be good. Meta, nice pop today, so 547, and getting into this resistance here. This is a wide range bar. We need to go above 600 for Meta to get back to the upside. Microsoft nicely getting back to the upside today. I believe Microsoft formed a very nice pattern here. Even if market goes to correction, I don't think Microsoft is getting too much corrective move. We are at very important resistance here, 400, because if it goes above 400, 440 is coming. Google, after earning announcement yesterday, that was kind of like the reaction that I'm not expecting from Google. Google just popped up and then sellers took control. Still, I'm bullish on this. So even today was kind of like a seller's market for Google. I think still this one has time to go to 180 to 185. Netflix, a new all-time high today, 1101, great move. Tesla, fantastic surge. So my darling is coming back. And remember, we were talking about this. We were talking about this level, 280. Today, we got close, weekly close above 280. And we need to just another push to 300. So if it goes to 300, 300 to 325 is coming for a consolidation, not a correction. Consolidation or probably shallow correction for a next rally to 360. And I believe that 380 is coming for Tesla down the road. Moving on to SMH, semiconductors, pretty close to recapture this trend line. Still looking for that one. Stocks, the same pattern. All semis actually were bullish today. Taiwan Semiconductor confirming this breakout, nicely getting back above upside, actually above that trend line. AMD just getting back to the upside, 96. We need to recapture 100 to go all the way up to 120 for a big resistance. NVDA is forming a nice reverse head and shoulder. Look at NVIDIA here. I just posted on my Instagram as well. So this is nice descending reverse head and shoulder. And if we get above this neckline, the next resistance is going to be 120 to 125, 124. I believe that this is coming soon. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Texas Instrument, and nicely getting back to the upside after earning announcement. Texas is doing well. Lam Research, positive momentum, $71. And around 74 to 78, lots of resistance there. XLF, Financial Spider, just a doji bar. And the same happened to KBE, which is a big banks ETF, and also KRE doji bar as well. Let it consolidate. If they consolidate, they're going to go higher. JP Morgan just recaptured this trend line. Today was a pullback. Goldman Sachs still have time to go higher. 580 to 600 is coming down the road potentially. Bank of America, a nice gain today, 39.89 cents. And Wells Fargo getting close to 70, but not touched there. 69.73 close for today. Moving on to the gold miners, GDX just going down after yesterday pop, and I believe that still they're in correction. And we should see more corrective move for miners. As long as gold is going down, they're going to go down as well. But they're kind of like a resilient to this corrective move as they had a nice sharp move to the upside recently, but they're getting back to the downside potentially. AEM going down as well, but buyers just came back intraday session. Newmont, the same scenario here, 53.94, and gold barrack is down $19 close today. XLE, which is a which is an energy spider, just consolidating nicely, 82, and this one can go higher to 84 to 86. And this is pretty interesting because crude and energy stocks are forming bottom at the same time. This is very bullish for them. Exxon, look at the consolidation here. This is pretty neat. And we need to see Exxon more consolidation, more price higher come to go. And Chevron as well. So this is a nice bottoming formation, nice W pattern. We need to get above 140. If we go above 140, 144, 146 is the next, 152, 160, and then that's it. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. Hope you like this video. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Weekend is going to be for resting, for taking your time. Go out there. There is a sunshine, at least in Vancouver. I'm sure you can find some sunshine in your place as well during the weekend. Have a great weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.